After the part of limits and their practice question, I will explain here derivative of function. The derivative of function is also known as differential coefficient of function. For saving time and data, I will write all these things in front of you initially. So here differential coefficient of a function is denoted by d upon dt of a ft, or you can say that d upon dx of fx. Why I have written the all things like that? Because here when we differentiate, you can say when we write derivative of any function f, because we know that function is maybe the function of x, function of t, function of y, anyone, means you know the definition of function. That's why I have written here function of t. So when I have written the function of t, then if we want to calculate their values, means first derivative, second derivative, third derivative order, so then we will use the derivative with respect to t also. Clear? If it is a function of t, then to solve these problems, these type of problems regarding the function fx with the help of derivative, I will use a derivative with respect to the same variable. Means if the function of t is here, then I will use here derivative with respect to t here. If the function of fx means this is the function of x, so I will use for the differentiate of this function a derivative with respect to x. If I will use suppose an other function, if I will use here a function fx and I want to derivate this function with respect to t, so see here x with respect to t behave as a constant number, and you will discuss this topic in our next lecture of differentiation, how when we derivate of a constant function with respect to t, the answer is 0. Means derivative of any constant number is 0. So here the answer is 0. So we cannot get any differentiate value of this function, and with the under this differentiation we can get different part of physics. Like suppose if I will write here s means displacement or distance, which is the function of time, because on changing the time the position of an object is changing. So if I differentiate this function with respect to t first times, or you can say that first order derivative, then we get velocity. If I will differentiate again, then we get acceleration. So these terms will come in your next lecture, and you will see that how we will get these type of differentiation. But suppose beta, if I will differentiate this s with respect to any other variable y, which is not the function of t, then the value is 0. That's why I have written here the derivative with respect to that value which is the function given to you. If the function is t, then the derivative with respect to t. If the function is x, then the derivative with respect to x. And after this you can see here what is the meaning of this: d upon dt, derivative with respect to t, d upon dx, derivative with respect to x, d upon dy, derivative with respect to y. Clear? So after this you can see here the instantaneous speed. Discussed this topic in class 9th. So instantaneous speed means the speed which we are calculating for very small time. You can say that the distance which we are calculating at instant of time. That instant of time means that delta t, time interval, is approach to 0. The distance which we are calculating, that time interval which is near to 0, not equal to 0 but near to 0. So that speed is called instantaneous speed. And the value, you know that the instantaneous speed is the definition. If we talk about the whole definition of instantaneous speed, for any delta t tends to 0, the average speed of an object is called, the average speed of an object at delta t tends to 0 is called their instantaneous speed. And this instantaneous speed, after this limiting value, we can write in the form of derivative terms. So this whole value is very small at delta t tends to 0, so I will use here an other form, means this part is converted into derivative form like this. So here I will use ds upon dt. So this derivative form we discuss at delta t tends to 0. So this is the value. Clear, student? So you will note down the all things, and after that in my next lecture I will discuss in front of you differentiation, in which you will discuss this type of problem also. Watch this video carefully. Thank you and have a nice day.